But first, that reminds me of a puzzle. They all have wet shoes. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Empty Eye. How's everyone's day going? I have not finished all of the bird minigames, no. Julie Cat, thank you for the 100 Bubsits. I appreciate it. I think my watch is 5 minutes slow, but it's actually 5 minutes fast. My friend thinks his watch is 5 minutes fast, but it's actually 5 minutes slow. If we try to show up at our meeting point at the same time, but only checking our own watches, how many minutes earlier than my friend will I arrive? I think my watch is 5 minutes slow, but it's actually 5 minutes fast. If I think that my watch is 5 minutes slow, then if I'm planning to show up somewhere at 3 o'clock, I'm going to attempt to show up when my watch says 3:05. But if it's actually 5 minutes fast, that means I'm now 10 minutes late. My friend thinks his watch is 5 minutes fast, so he'll attempt to show up at 2:55. And so he'll show up 10 minutes early. I think it's 20 minutes. I think my watch is 5 minutes slow, so I attempt to show up. I think it's 20 minutes.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Well, that's settled.
Basic algebra. No, it said how many minutes will I arrive before my friend, so 20, right? Oh, did I say it backwards? I think I corrected my way of thinking when I thought about it the last time, but sure. Well, you were supposed to put -20 if you showed up late. I guess the watch problem was real. I think whoever said future Luke might actually be working with future Layton. I think they might be onto something. I think future Luke might be leading us into a trap. It would be a rather predictable
Watch
twist.
out, Professor. I don't like that glint in his eye. He looks like he could attack us at any moment.
Well, you've always had a way with animals, even those of the more cantankerous variety. Why don't you see if you can't befriend the little fellow?
Befriend him? Right. He doesn't look too friendly, but I...
What do you want?
Hello. I hope you're enjoying this lovely day. Would you mind if we pass through here?
You humans are so full of yourself. Always acting like you own a place. But this here's my turf. Take one more step and I'll rearrange your kneecaps.
Huh?
Sorry, Mr. Rabbit. I didn't mean to...
Mr. Rabbit? Ah, please. What storybook you get that from? The name's subject free, okay? And don't get any stupid ideas about us being friends just because you know my name now.
Of course not, Mr. Subject 3. I don't mean to impose, but we really do need to pass through here.
Those puny ears of yours don't hear too well, do they, boy?
What is with this
made it
rabbit?
clear that this is my turf.
But we just...
Ah, shut your trap. Look, I'm not an unreasonable rabbit, but nothing's free, you know. If you want through that much, you're gonna have to solve this puzzle.
So this rabbit's an asshole, and he's extorting me. But his extortion is just to solve a puzzle? An uncommonly clever rabbit has imposed some rather strange rules upon its movement. It can jump 70 centimeters forward, but after every jump forward, it must jump 30 centimeters in the direction of its tail. Huh? So backwards? Because this picture seems to be implying it's less backwards but more sideways. This is not a good picture, I don't think. Hey, Smite? So we need to go, what, 1,000 centimeters? I'm thinking that this picture is perhaps intentionally misleading. So we need to go, I'm just gonna call it 100 centimeters actually. I'm not gonna zero off of everything. So I move forward 7 and then back 3. Which leads me to a net gain of 4 per jump. But the trick here is going to be that the last jump that I make, I'm gonna count too many if I just think of it as 4s, right? You could say it's 25 jumps, but it's not really 25 jumps. Because after 24 jumps, you're gonna go 96 units. Yeah, 96 units. And on your next one, you're gonna overshoot and come back. On the jump before that, you were at 92. You jump forward 7. That was 99. Actually, this one might not be subject to the same trick. In the direction of its tail is a very strange way to word this. Is it really 25? $25 seems like such a strange answer. Because there's no trick to it. Like, even if you're doing the mental math in a very shorthand way, you still arrive at the right answer. So after you're done with your 23rd jump, you've ended up where? You're 92 units. Or 920 centimeters, if you want to think about it. 920 centimeters. Right, that's correct. $40 times 23. Yeah, that's 920. The next jump takes you to 990. Oh, it's counting them as separate jumps, right? So, whereas I'm thinking the answer is 25, the answer is actually 49. Like, it's a forward jump and then a backward jump. Okay. I'm combining the two into one jump, but they're not.
This one's as good as solved.
No.
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Okay. So what am I not seeing here so far? I think I'm just not understanding this problem. I think the way it's worded is making me just not understand it. It can jump 70 centimeters forward, but after every jump forward, it must jump 30 centimeters in the direction of its tail. Is there like a catch I'm not thinking of where we can... Can we do some sort of trick where, like, he can jump forward 70 centimeters, turn around, and then jump in the direction of his tail? So he can actually cover 100 centimeters in 2 jumps?
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
How long was I on that one?
I was born in the mean
3
streets
minutes?
of London.
4 minutes?
And separated from my parents at an early age. I would never see them again. It wasn't long before I was kidnapped and sold as a lab animal. I thought it couldn't get any worse. Oh, the research facility I was taken to was the most miserable place on Earth. It was there that the whitecoats started calling me Subject Free.
That's a strange name.
Not if you're a
That's
subject.
because it wasn't so much a name as an ID. I was a test subject, not a cuddly pet. There was a Subject 1 and a Subject 2 there, but who knows what happened to them.
I don't mean to stir up painful memories, but you said you were a test subject. So,
Yeah, I mean, we arrived at the right answer because it was obvious that there was some trick to it because it didn't say jumping backwards.
You want to know about the test they did on me? Just thinking about it makes my fur stand on end. Well, this was one of their favourite routines. They'd throw me in a room and cut the lights. There'd be a loud noise like nails on a blackboard. Next thing I know, I'm in a totally different room. Even now, I've no idea what they were doing.
This is good. Pretty dark. It's presumably at least intended to be somewhat of a children's game, so this is good. Yep.
that sounds awful.
Have you two worked everything out?
Did you hear Subject 3's terrible story?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Megan.
Apparently, he was forced to be a test subject in all these weird science experiments.
Our friend here carries a heavy burden on his shoulders.
Poor little fellow.
Poor little fellow? Spare me your pity. Life is hard, kid, and I've had it harder than most. None of it really matters. The sooner you stop expecting good things to happen, the better off you'll be.
What kind of attitude is that? You're free now, and you've got your whole life ahead.
Ah, so now you're gonna tell me how to live my life, huh?
Can this part move along a little bit? I'm just gonna be honest with you. This
Get
is,
out of my face before I bite the lot of you.
This would be like if they based a video game around listening to your parents fight. Is Facade that weird sort of game where you go to the party and the couple's fighting? No, let's give this guy his beauty sleep. Okay. You have created a scene with the following conditions. One male is standing in front of a child. Two males are standing behind a female. One male and one female are standing behind a male. One female is standing behind a child. A man is standing in front of a child. Two males are standing behind a female. One male and one female are standing behind a male. One female standing behind a child. Okay, this is a really great question. Here's what I love about this question. This is fantastic. They don't seem to care about the fact that they've made a distinction between male and female and child, as if child is the third gender. So I don't know whether or not I'm supposed to say, what if the child is one of the male/female? There are only 3 types of people in the world: male, female, or child. This friggin' game. I mean, I can just eat shit and throw one attempt at this. Say 6 and get booty blasted for it.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Well, if at first you don't succeed...
Oh! There's a trick to this one. Ooh. Okay, forget everything you know about this. So let's back the train up a little bit. We've got a man in front of a child and a female behind the child. God, what if they're all children? What if we just assume they're all children? Just assume everyone's a child. Right? Doesn't that solve a lot of our problems? In fact, this allows us to solve line 1 and line 4 with the same configuration. Just a man and a woman. A man in front of the woman. I'm sorry, everyone is child now. This is 4. Right? One male is standing in front of a child. This is a female child. 2 males are standing behind a female. These 2 males are standing behind a female. 1 male and 1 female, a male and a female, are standing behind a male. And 1 female is standing behind a child. This is a male child, by the way. Alright, we're gonna go with 4 this time. Boom. Roasted.
Let's see if I've got this right. I must
Yeah,
have
what if it's
overlooked
just
something.
one person, right? It's just one person. They are male and female and child, and they are perpetually standing in front of themselves. Don't laugh. Hear me out. I hate this one. This one is so poorly specified. I actually don't care that I haven't gotten this one right, because I'm just annoyed by the puzzle. And I don't see a way where this puzzle's gonna salvage itself, and I'm gonna be like, oh, it should have been obvious if I'd thought about it harder. One male is standing in front of a child. Two males. Herc, thanks for the host. Two males are standing behind a female. One male and one female are standing behind a male. One female is standing behind a child. I'm gonna go with 5 because I'm going to assume that they did in fact intend for child to be the third gender in this setup.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Alright, we're looking at the hints. This is stupid. This puzzle's real
I
bad.
must have overlooked something.
I'm actually really not a fan of this puzzle right now. What's the thing I need to be mindful of, Layton? Oh, go fuck yourself. Absolute. This is the third one. They're all suspended from the ceiling, face up. That's what it is. Oh my god. That's true. If you're willing to consider non-Euclidean geometry, it could just be 3 people, all of them standing behind each other, right? Like, this one says one male and one female are standing behind a male. If you're willing to consider non-Euclidean geometry, the male from the first half of the sentence could be the same male from the second half of the sentence. He could just be standing behind himself. And one of them is a child. There's only one child in your scene? I disagree. They're all children. Hey yo, I'm straight up having a bad time with this puzzle. Wait, I get it? Okay. Okay, man. I gotcha. I get what you're doing. Alright. Is it Palladium? Is it actually way easier than I'm making it out to be? That's neat. Okay, so the child is facing that way. And the child is... I hate it. I think it's 3 people in a circle and they're just facing each other singing Kumbaya. One female are standing. God, this sucks. This sucks ass. This sucks so much ass.
That should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
The Tim's arms. A hidden puzzle. These 4 cards, 0, 1, 2, and 6, can be used to display different times of the day as seen in the example 216. Using the 24-hour clock, how many different times can be displayed by rearranging the 4 cards? So, what hours can I represent? I can represent 01, 02, 06, 10, 20, and 21. With the remaining cards here, I have 2 and 6, so I can only do 26. I have 1 and 6 here, so I can only do 16. With 0 and 6, I have 2 and 1, so I can do both 12 and 21. 10, I have 2 and 6, so 26. 16. And this leaves me 6 and 0, so only 0, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How about this?
Cool.
Let me think this through again.
What other times have I not captured? 01, 02, 06, 1, 2. I didn't include 1, 2. I didn't include 12. Jesus. Idiot.
Here's my answer. Let me think this through again.
Zero 01, 02, 06. I also didn't include 16. I'm so bad at 24-hour time. I just can't. I can't think in 24-hour clocks. I'm sorry. I'm too stupid for it. Zero, 2, and 20. Two, 0, 2, 1, 2, 6. Okay, I think that's correct, finally. Bummer.
This one's as good as solved. Let me think this through again.
I don't know then. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. Oh, you bastard. Oh, bad. I'm mad at this one. $19 is that one as well. 19 here. 29 here. 29 here. Yo, Electronic Logic, thank you so much for the host. Or the sub, sorry. 19 here. 09 here. 09 here. Which means this is also 09 at this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I'm correct this time.
How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Hey, Mythical. need a drink after that puzzle. I definitely think it's anime. A contentious opinion. Well, they're supposed to be like riddles, so it doesn't surprise me that a lot of them are trick questions to some extent. Look, if there's any game I've played that's gonna make me say a gamer word, it would be this one, absolutely. You decide to make a special pair of dice for your desk that can display each date of the month numerically, as shown by the 12 at the top of the screen. Top of the screen below. Each date must use both dice. However, each date must use both dice, however, which means single-digit dates, like the 1st and 2nd of the month, will be displayed as 0, 1, and 0, 2, respectively. You thought you had the design sorted, but the layouts can't display all the dates. Draw a circle around the one number that needs to be changed. Okay, so there has to be a 1 on both of them, and there has to be a 2 on both of them in order to be able to display the numbers 11 and 22. It's gonna have to be one of the ones on the right-hand side has to change to a 0 in order for the ones on the left to be able to be used for the single-digit numbers. Oh, you finished it already? Wow, you powered through that game. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. There needs to be a 0 on both sides. That has to be the case. So we're trying to figure out what number on the right can afford to be changed to a 0. But that doesn't make sense because the one number that needs to be changed. So common sense says, in order to be able to display the number 11, I need to have a 1 on both dice. On both dice. And in order to be able to display the number 22, I have to have 2s on both dice. not trying to be a stickler, but y'all saying that this is going to be one of those ones that I hate and stuff like that tells me that this is a trick question. So if I was trying to solve this problem not knowing it was a trick question, then that throws me off a lot. I got it. Okay, I don't need the 6 on the right because the 9 on the left can be flipped upside down. Yeah, I think that's it.
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to be a stickler about spoilers and stuff. I can handle really mild ones, but this game's only puzzles, so let me fuck up puzzles for a while if you don't mind. So now I gotta go back to the pagoda? Look, I just wanna meet... Wait, why was Barton staring in the window? Y'all are fine. I actually don't mind you guys talking about the puzzle that I'm playing and stuff like that, but... Anyway, I don't want to labor on this. All I'm saying is try to consider how your words might affect my thought processes. Oh man, Luke is gonna go... He's going atomic. He's gonna throw her in the river. Finally cottoned onto us? Wait, did he say cottoned onto us? Cottoned? Is that a phrase? Cottoned on. Did we, like, bastardize that phrase one direction or the other from caught on? Because we say caught on. Like, I caught on to something. But it apparently means the same thing as that, to begin to understand a situation or fact. I would have really honestly, I expected the answer to be that Brits ruined that phrase rather than us. Just, it seems like cottoned is so absurd. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of... I don't imagine it's as common anymore, but there does seem to be like a lot of weird rhyming slang. We're gonna find out that Rudolph is like this real lecherous idiot. The impassable gate. Oh. Can I just agree to get shot? Can you just shoot me? Is that an option here, man? Can I just get got, please? That's great. I'm glad this one's a super obnoxious one, too. There's a little kitty cat down here. Okay, so here's what we know, alright? This kitty cat right here was a good boy. I want to get one of these pieces up into the exit. If I could get one of these pieces up into the exit, I feel like I'd be able to maneuver some things. I don't know. Yo, what's up, holiday times? I always love the hints. The green piece is in your way. You need to find some way to move it. This game is a trip. Despite my complaints, I love this game. Boy, I sure do. You think the cat's proud of me? That actually makes me really happy to hear. I'm starting to think that some of these pieces were placed here to make it harder for me to move things around. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually look at the hint that I unlocked. Over to the left, then move the red piece down into the bottom right corner. Now move the blue piece into the space that's opened up against the right wall. Okay, so that's how I was starting before. It really wants me to, like, free this green piece, but I can't really see a good way to do that. So this is the other possible path it's suggesting, and I've tried this, but I haven't really made any progress this way either. Okay, so I believe it's right when it says this. This is where the hint left me, right here. Now there's a few things that are possibly what I'm supposed to do. If I move this guy down, then I can get the green block out of the corner. Oh, wait. Then I can put him there. Okay, this is actually kind of progress. This. Let the green piece get out of the corner. Put that in its place. I don't have enough space to get anything really unstuck from down here, though. That's part of the problem I'm having. If I move that all the way to the right, that does allow me to get Layton up a little bit, but that's not really progress, is it? I'm still kind of gated here. The green block has to come out of the top section. I mean, that has to happen. Just squeeze it, leave Luke behind. Luke is a liability. It's called Impassable Gate. What if the answer is that you can't do this? What if the answer is that it's impossible?
That should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
How easy could it be?